first person who tried to sign me. So Omar Grant and Kelly Rowland's husband, that's my boy too. They came to the house and it was like, this is after Deuces. They was like, this is where you live? I was like, yeah, this is where I made Deuces. They was like, okay. And then a big old roach started crawling down the wall in front of Kelly Rowland's husband and Omar Grant. And I said, fuck it. I got my Omega Psi Phi boot. It was a gold boot. And I said, bah! That's Kevin McCall type shit right there.
You act like a nigga ain't got ass.
You gotta go where Young Thug first copied me. I didn't know. A lot of the bums like to come and sleep in my abandoned car when it get cold, and they bring prostitutes back here and do drugs and shit. I just gotta get enough money to get it out of here. I'm getting my clothes. I'm getting my clothes.
You're not allowed to come in the house. He don't live here. He cannot give you permission. No, do not do that. Granny, can you tell him to get out of the house? He got a camera in here. Kevin got a camera in here. Kevin got a camera in here.
Back up, bro.
Hey, this camera out of here. Because he's putting on a show. He's putting on a show for real. Get this camera out of here. What you doing? You don't have permission. He don't have permission. You gotta go.
Alright. But it used to be hard when I didn't have nowhere to go. I'm like, fuck, I gotta stay here. Like, y'all was all ganging up on me and shit. Y'all should just let me and we and him could go down the street and do something.
Because my shit is done. I'm done with social media. Because I'm done with people.
I'm not done with you, so fuck it.
I'm his biggest protector.
Can I record you saying that?
Huh?
Can I record you saying that?
That I'm his biggest protector?
Yes.
I'm his biggest protector. I love him so much with all my heart, and I cannot enable shit. I'm his biggest protector.
My family's jealous of me.
Wait, leave him alone, cause I like my women tall. You gotta have my mind, you're hotter than the sun. Deuces, we ain't got no future in tomorrow. I'm a dick, so it shouldn't be that hard to swallow.
I'm singer-songwriter Kevin McCall, and I blew the hell out of that.
I'm loving night, I ain't there to go, cause she's all I got.
When I first started making music, success looked like people crying, falling out in church, your mama cheering, saying, that's my baby. Just your grandma saying you did a good job. That was success to me. Just pleasing the people in my, I felt like my living room was Star Search. There was so much talent, so. But once I got into the music game, success to me was just working with the people I always looked up to. And once I got to that point, I had to raise the bar to something else. And that's kind of skipping ahead, but that's kind of how we got here. I had to raise the bar to something higher than just working with my idols, if you want to call them that. It's very, very fair to say success looks very different than it looked back then. I believe back then it was more based on insecurity, based on fear. It wasn't based on love. And I was a team player, but at the same time, I think because the football career and college career didn't go my way, I think I wanted to overcompensate for it in the music game. You know, I wanted to impress my teammates and my family members, and of course my father, who I always played football for. So that's why I went so hard with the music.
Don't you be on that bullshit, yeah.
Lord, prepare me to be a living sanctuary, tried and true. With thanksgiving, I'll be a living sanctuary for you. Before I could even talk, I was singing. That's the first song I learned at 3 years old. Our family was having a gathering, probably was Christmas or something like that. And our grandmother learned that from a show like Fred Price or something like that. One of those church shows that come on with all of and they try to get you to send the money and stuff. And that's what one of the pastors had the choir singing. So my grandmother had all the kids go in the room, and it was all the older kids from little all the way up to big high school. And she taught us that for a talent show. That's the first talent show I did, and I had to learn that song. I could barely even talk, but I still remember it to this day.
How did your music career sort of get off course?
I think it got off course because in my mind, I thought somebody was stopping me from something, and it was because of the paperwork that I didn't understand. But when I look at how I put out Risk It All now, there's nobody stopping me from, nobody's getting in the way. So I did have one experience where someone told me that the label was stopping a song that I did called Turn Me On with the rapper Problem. And it had the same formula as all the other hit songs I had, The Business. We did Strip, we did No BS, and we did a lot of other songs, Life Itself. Same formula, but they said supposedly somebody was sending a cease and desist. And that really crushed me because I thought that was gonna be my first time showing that I could do something on my own.
That was my heart. You tore it apart. It's a natural disaster.
Thinking I was sucked. I thought I was just a failure and I wanted to give up. But once he told me that, he said, don't give up, like, I'm gonna make you start.
And you discussed Chris Brown. Tell me about when you first met him.
Oh, it was cool. He would vet people. I'm sure he was weird. My very first experience with him, I was in the studio session with Jerry Rice's daughter. Her name is Quee Rice. Beautiful woman, could sing her face off too. And that was my first time meeting my dad's idol, Jerry Rice. So I'm like, I must be in the right direction because my dad gonna be happy about this when I go home, he know I was with Jerry Rice. Next thing you know, we writing for Jerry Rice's daughter, and Chris Brown drives a motorcycle into the studio, hops off. But that's that Richie Rich stuff. I'm like, what is that? Wow, you did that off of music? And I never really was a Chris Brown fan per se, but I was a fan of all of his writers and producers, and anybody that my little sister liked, I became a fan because I'm like, oh, that's who all the little kids like. Oh, that's so cute. Even when she liked Spice Girls, all the way up. I bought her a Spice Girl bike with little tassels. So anybody she liked, she didn't discover Bieber, but she showed me Bieber 3-4 years before Usher, it was even a thought. So that was one of the reasons I worked with Chris Brown. And he was cool. He was very inspirational because he wasn't timid. You know, in times in music, sometimes I would be timid, but there was other times in life, just like in football, I pick and choose when to be timid. And what football would teach you is to be automatic. You can't be thinking, because that 1 second you're gonna mess up. So you train to be automatic in situations when you need to be automatic. I didn't have that training, so I was always scared. Chris was very trained, anointed, less guarded, drug-free. We both were drug-free, we bonded with that. What's something interesting about back then? He was humble, but I think a lot of people used to take his humbleness for weakness. In the beginning, he treated me cool because I learned from my fraternity about deference. So since Chris was in the game before me, even though he's younger, I felt that I should go out of my way to make sure he's good. I went out of my way to show him that I'm humble, and he liked that. I think he liked that a lot. Because I'm like that too. If we in the airport and I got 4 bags and you got your hands open and you making me carry everything, you won't be traveling with me again. So I used to carry his bags, stuff like that, and I took pride in it. I'll carry your bags, I carry anybody's bags because my fraternity taught me that. You know, shout out to Omega Psi Phi. I think people I don't know what happened, but for protection, I think he had to, join up with some things or do some things that I was scared to do. I was trying to get away from at that time too. But the streets in Hollywood, they cross paths, and little bro had to do what he had to do. And he 10 years in now, so he official, I don't speak on that and his business and that, but for whatever reason, he had to go that route. I've been pushed that route too, but I just saw myself dying early. And ever since I studied Tupac, I've been trying to figure out how to live longer than him. He died at 25. I got in the game at 25. At 30, it was finna get bad. I felt it. So I stopped dealing with the street stuff and tried to just distance myself. It saved me. And around that time, my boy Nipsey died. The same year I got shot on January 3rd. Nipsey got shot that March 30 something. And I looked up and I said, dang, trying to please people who never really, trying to have loyalty to something that never had no loyalty or love for me would have been my biggest downfall, and almost was.
But what happened between you two?
Me and CB?
Yeah, what changed?
Chris Brown was down and out.
Chris owes him.
That Deuces record came.
He got potentially ripped off by Chris Brown.
Was down and out. All of these uncredited hits that he never. Kevin McCall gave him the hit, bro.
People kept saying I made him. I gave him his comeback, and I think it was a lot of people. There was a lot of people in my ear.
Chris Brown was down and out. He couldn't give us a hit record at that time. He was blackballed from absolutely everything, bro. Kevin McCall gave him the hit, bro. It's just facts.
Got my shades on, with my J's on, in the club with a pocket full of ones.
I'm already confident. I'm not gonna lie. So I humble myself, and sometimes people think I don't believe in myself because I have to check my ego. So it's not that I don't know I'm the shit. It's just you gotta check it because pride comes before the fall. So I'll be like, how about I just stay here so I don't have to fall, you know? I think people was taking his humbleness for weakness. I didn't see that until I started to try to build my own team. I also took for granted a lot of the money and stuff he put into all of us, and we were basically, I was riding off the coattail of his management, Tina Davis, and you know she's a genius, and she fine too. I got a crush on her. I never got to tell her that, but that's why we had that little pent up, just like Tyrese and the mama on Baby Boy, they had some pent up aggression. This is the inside scoop. You know I'm little baby Tyrese, so I'm gonna get you inside scoop. They had pent up aggression. So what John Singleton did was let them get an apartment a week before so they could get that pent up aggression out, allegedly. You know, I'm like Orlando Brown, you can't listen to that I say. So by the time they did the movie, it was like mother and son again. And guess who Tina Davis tried to hook me up with? AJ Johnson. Good looking Tina Davis. That's why I always rock with you, because I always wanted the mama for Baby Boy.
They're not granny panties. You should have said it depends, because grannies be on they shit. You should have said it depends, like Chris Brown did. You should have said it depends, and I'm low-key kind of pissed. Chris Brown is the king R&B. Facts. This nigga. You know why? This nigga. Them granny panties, I wanna take them down. Put them in the water. What's that brown shit? Put them back up.
When you chose to disrespect this man, call him gay, disrespect his child, at that point, bro, it's all its own.
There's been some allegations personally about your relationship with CB.
Mm-hmm.
Have you heard those allegations?
Yeah.
Are they true?
No, they are not true. I believe there's a misinterpretation of things.
Camera, right? Every time I try to do that gay dance wrong, I do it right, and I'll be like, what the fuck? I'm popping that shit. I've been trying not to pop it. Like, I didn't know the way you pop your ass, right? You gotta use your ankle. No, I'm telling you something. No, listen. Cause niggas don't know this. So I'm trying to do this.
Your boy look like him though.
Look, I'm gonna do it sitting down, look.
Look, your boy look like him.
I'm trying to do this, look. So you can get it first. It's not a joke.
Look, this is
damn. You know, get the camera on this nigga.
What people are trying to do with my words is very intent. And it's basically proving what I said all over again. Because when you make that rumor and lie and play semantics with the words, you put me in danger. You put anybody in danger. So I guess I should have just generalized it, that rumors can harm innocent people. I wish I would have said that.
And so why would this dude have any amnesty or feel sorry for you about anything?
Yeah.
Now, when he signed you and gave you a check initially is when he was showing you, I'm gonna be a brother to you, let's be friends, let's build.
My bad boy image and all of this stuff, that's all not true. It just made you guys in TV world made y'all not want to help. You know, and that's the goal. That's why people bring up rumors about me with Chris Brown, because when he does me wrong, they be like, he said something about his daughter, which ain't true, but now you don't want to help. And you're like, it doesn't matter what he did wrong. You're not knowing that that rumor ain't even true. And I'm willing to die over that. Are you? A lot of people aren't. So when you make rumors about somebody saying they did something to somebody's kid, one of us are potentially could get harmed. It's not gonna be me. So I just think we should think about that when we make rumors about dealing with children.
You have been released from Chris Brown's label?
Nah, he called my homie Rockstar and was like, man, I swear, I don't want to say the exact quote because he mentioned like sensitive names and stuff like that. I swear on this person that I would never do that. I ain't knew he ain't been signed to me since 2014. If that was the case, you too good to say something. You see him out here tripping and going crazy and just don't want nothing to do with you. People keep making it like I'm begging for $25,000. I don't want the money. It's the principle. You owe me that. You owe me that. And people have been, now these people could have been lying. People have been like, I wanted to work with you, but you're still signed to Chris. Then he said it's not true, but I had the emails. You want to see it? I'm gonna post it later. Just go on my Instagram today. I'm gonna find it and post it. I've been meaning to do it all day.
He's a bitch. Thank you, K-Mac. I bought this with your money. I bought this with your money. I bought this with your money. I was thinking about giving you this, but you're a bitch. But I bought this with your money too. I bought that with your money. That's the only one on the West Coast. Oh, I bought that one with your money too. I took a shit and then I bought this car.
So if you're owed $25,000, why not go to litigation?
Well, doesn't litigation cost money too? And every time I go to litigation, that's how I got the letter from his lawyers that said, that's how I got the letters from Universal that said, hey, Sade, that's what it's gonna say. Hey, Sade, Kevin has fulfilled his MDRC, da-da-da-da. But unfortunately, he's technically signed to Chris, so we've informed his lawyers and we'll get back to you. So then we play the get back to you game, and I'm not doing the get back to you game no more. I can't get back to me, it's been 14 years. I'm gonna make y'all listen to me. And I'm going, every day I'm gonna make hotter music, I'm gonna make funnier skits, I'm gonna have more beautiful women. I always have, with nothing. When I came in the game and I was around Chris Brown, all the models was on me. I remember one time they tried to embarrass me because it was a girl named Iman. She's kind of like this Asian black girl. And she came with Akon's brother. And I had on sweats and a wife beater, and everybody was like laughing at me. Or I was like, what's your name? They was like, you don't know what this is? That's Chanel Iman, da-da-da-da-da. And I was like, well, my mama taught me everybody's somebody, and she was on me after that. I didn't have no money. I'm just a real nigga. Keep saying I'm trying to beg for $25,000 and stuff like, nah, I'm not. I'm just making him pay his debt to me. And I'm making sure he clears up whatever the label was saying, because not only did they say he has to sign off on me for me to get my just due, somebody ceased and desist me getting those plaques that you said was 4 times platinum. Well, they wanted to surprise me for my birthday and get them, and then they at the last minute they say, yeah, Chris Brown and his team is blocking it. And I had an email, so I don't know if it's because he light-skinned or what, because you know there is a such thing as Willie Lynch. Look up Willie Lynch. Willie Lynch is probably a fictitious character, but it explains just division, the way to divide somebody, separate and conquer. Fat and skinny, that's Flacco and me, fat and skinny. Dark and light, that's me and Albie Shore, Chris Brown. Young and old, that's me, that's the young. Tank, that's old. Tyrese, Genuine. TGT. Light-skinned, dark-skinned people, stop acting like that. Let me be the ambassador, because I'm a dark-skinned nigga with light-skinned nigga tendencies. You should have seen my feet today, it's light-skinned. So I'm the best of both worlds, I bridge the gap. Stop hating on one another. Fat and skinny, get together and make the number 10. Now you'll always be a perfect 10, okay?
So let's go back to the significant earnings that you discussed. So obviously it's been reported that it's approximately $8 million.
Man, I should have had all the girls running to see me. That's why I got sued, though. Like, this is a PR moment, so I'm gonna try to, like, not F up. Sick of all these rumors about me every day. I'm sick of the Shade Room and TMZ. The only reason I got sued for 1.5 million is because if you go on your phone right now and Google Kevin McCall net worth, they actually took off 0.5 maybe. But if you go in there, it's gonna say 1.5 million. So the person who helped me set up that thing, they were doing PR for me. And I wasn't dating them, I wasn't doing any of that. That was something that had happened one time and it just didn't work out. So the friend zone, I guess that didn't work out either. She was good at PR. She was doing, her specialty was, what's that word? Crisis management. I know you're familiar with that. How you think I know that word? So we were supposed to be cleaning up all of my reputation management and stuff like that, and, you know, coming up with a plan. Then when that didn't work, you know, when they can't have a Mac, they have a heart attack. You understand me? So she got to Googling and she went to that show, helped me. Oh, and she told the people on the show, I'm his manager. I want this amount of money, da-da-da. I said, I just told you to say you're my personal assistant and do the emails and run it by me. She was telling everybody around the industry she was my manager. But anyway, I'm out of there. That's too much attention on this fictitious person, because I made all that up. I'm Orlando Brown. What she did was, she looked up my net worth, and it said that number that y'all looked up right there. And that's what I got sued for. And hopefully I could fix it. Hopefully I'm not bringing it back up and y'all come and get me. But whatever y'all need me to do, I'll fix it. I'm not tripping.
My shorty always on some bullshit like Chicago, so I flip that middle finger and the index finger follow.
You're saying I blew 8 million. I'm inclined to believe that maybe I blew 1 million and somebody made her hit 7 million. The analogy of fumbling the bag, an analogy of how they were saying I was fumbling and they didn't want to let me be the face of the team. And so the coach told me. And once he told me that, I said thank you, because I was thinking I was sucked. I thought I was just a failure and I wanted to give up. But once he told me that, he said, don't give up, like, I'm gonna make you start. And my first time starting was against Deshaun Jackson and the Cal Bears at Berkeley. And my coach went to bat for me for that.
Let's say for the sake of this argument that you made 1.5 and not the 8 million. How do you end up homeless?
Well, it's a technicality. Once my sister wasn't my manager, I felt like everybody else would be, like, who's gonna love you like your sister, right? So the next closest thing I could get was my frat brother, you know? And then this is just one person, and we're all acting as my manager. So it'd be me and one person. That was my team. It was a team of 2. I did all of this with that, but it wasn't enough. I was going against teams of thousands, so.
I look on Instagram and I don't see him. I ask about him everywhere. I don't hear him. I don't know him. What happened, my friend? What if, you know what? I have a solution. Go to your father's house.
I could stay at girls' houses, but then I'm gonna be in the same situation over and over. Because they'll start off and I'll say, look, I'm trying to get a Grammy. I'm not looking for a girlfriend. I want to get my daughters back. Is the couch fine? And I guess I come out the shower looking like Melvin when he was cooking and Baby Boy. And they just go crazy. It don't work out. So I'd rather figure it out than to sleep on a woman's couch and stuff like that. And even though my mother has a place, you know, I could stay in the IE, I don't want to stay with my mama. I'm a man. I'm a Mac. I'll be keeping mama up all night. I bet the neighbors know my name. Yeah, it was hard for me to trust people. But even once I got to that point, even when I was desperate, like anybody come and help. It wasn't anybody powerful enough where that could do. The people that I was meeting couldn't do more than I could already do. Do I blame any other artists for me being homeless? Hell yeah, I blame everybody. Because the only person who let me stay with him was Rockstar. So when you have somebody like Rockstar who's on the same level as y'all, just as talented as y'all, knew me before and knows me now, for him to do it, he just made it hard for everybody. I can't, there's nothing you can say. Because I'm the same way. I let people, you might not be able to stay here with me and my wife now, but you stay in my studio.
Man, the time did the tank. You act like a nigga ain't got acid. I was doing Young Thug. That's what I was channeling. So I manifested it. What made that nigga get in that? We gotta go where Young Thug first copied me. I didn't know. I guess Joe Moses was fucking with Young Thug at one point. With the blood shit, I don't know. Constantine got Joe Moses on our song. Joe Moses sent that to the Atlanta niggas because remember he was fucking with Future and all them. And so I think Young Thug was listening to it. Because I'm famous, but I'm broke. So I'm living on my granny couch. The politics and the shit is just crazy because that's family shit.
You were living with your grandmother.
I live with her right now. No, I got kicked out.
You got kicked out. What happened?
I had a disagreement with one of my cousins because we all take care of my grandmother, but they all work for somebody else. I work for me. So I don't have as many excuses about what I gotta do, and I make my own schedule. So it's hard for me to understand when people sign up for something and they can't deliver, you know? I also don't feel like nobody needs to just sit up in the house and just be a babysitter all day.
A lot of the bums like to come and sleep in my abandoned car when it get cold, and they bring prostitutes back here and do drugs and shit. I just got to get enough money to get it out of here.
I just felt like things weren't, a couple times I walked in, my grandmother things weren't up to my liking, and I'll just leave it like that because they gonna get mad at me. But I think they got it together. They're gonna have to figure it out on their own now because I'm not helping. I helped already, so. A lot of times when I start getting more momentum and more attention like this, they start getting jealous. They're gonna say I'm crazy for that. No, you tripping. They'll say I walked in there high off meth, cocaine, drugs I don't even do. They do it. And it just clicked together, man. The first time I was over there, I said, this is the other day.
Knock, knock. Nephew. Corey boy.
I'm gonna get your stuff.
So by the time I came back, everybody ganged up and was like, you can't get your stuff. And you know, the old me would have just, I didn't want to whoop him or nothing, but.
He don't live here. He cannot give you permission. No, cannot do that. Granny, can you tell him to get out of the house? He got a camera in here. Kevin got a camera in here. Kevin got a camera in here.
Back up, back up, back up, back up, back up, back up, back up. Don't shoot that nigga. Back up, bro.
Hey, put this camera out of here.
Get my clothes.
Because he's putting on a show. He's putting on a show for real. Get this camera out of here.
Get my clothes.
You gotta go.
You grab your stuff with you.
Get it for me.
Y'all let no, my mom said you get his stuff. Let
Get
him
it for me.
stuff. I'm gonna get the camera guy out.
Please. Because I'm about to get mad. I'm trying to stay calm. That's why.
Can you go out the gate for me? Because you on camera too, so just go up.
I gotta grab my stuff.
Said about the thing with my grandmother. So I spoke to the person. They wanted to escalate to a fight. We men can fight now. Women, that's something for them to handle. I guess the women don't like that. While they were away, me and this man settled our differences like men.
I had them record and they didn't come in here, just like they just did. That's why I got them. I know you don't know what's going on. I'm telling you. I had two people here.
I'm telling you, I saw the footage.
Footage of what?
I saw the camera footage. So.
It ain't no footage of what? Footage of what?
Bro, how you came in here?
I came in here.
Post the real footage. Post the real footage.
I came in here about some other shit that we've been talking about. So if y'all don't know, let me talk. And then we was talking like men. I said we gonna fight like men. Like, alright. What else I got in there? Is that all? Y'all want me to just leave that? You want me to just leave that tank? You think it's something I really need? I'm just trying to get out that way. I gotta go to work. What I mean, my hand is gonna be a loser if I hold up. That's why Daddy didn't like his ass. I'll just leave the rest. I love you, baby. I got a session with Bino Rodolfo, Trey 2-3 today. I don't got nothing to do with you, Sade. Oh, all gang up on me. You saw it?
I don't want to hurt them. There's a bunch of women, there's kids. So I was like, all right, I'll just let them win. But they'll see one day.
That was weak. Like, y'all was all ganging up on me and shit. Y'all should just let me and him could go down the street and do something. Or you could have like Biz and him let us do what we do. I'll whoop his ass. We shake hands and chill.
Post this footage.
That's cool. Post it. Send it to me.
Come in and record this footage?
Send it to me.
No, you want to come in and record this footage?
Send it to me, baby. I will give it to him.
Shit, I don't want no digital.
Have her do it.
Nothing. I don't want no traces.
Then why you bring it up?
Yeah, because if you gonna put me on some shit, I'm telling you, you don't have permission to put me nor my kids.
Ma'am, I did not.
Yeah, she just talking. Come on, let's go. Let's go.
Have permission to put me nor my
I did not have your footage.
I know. She knows that. She just talking shit. Let's go.
Post the real footage. Okay, nobody's
Send it to us.
Nobody's jealous.
I love you, Cam
No
Cam.
reason to be jealous. He'll tell you, I'm the biggest protector of him.
All right, then go in the house. Go.
Him now.
Y'all protecting me now. She's doing some real protecting. I can see she like trying to figure it out.
I'm his
You on something? You already made your mind up.
I'm Sade.
I'm finna leave.
He can't tag because my shit is done. I'm done with social media because I'm done with people.
I'm not done with you, so fuck it.
I'm his biggest protector.
You can't get rid of me.
Or something. Or that.
Can I record you saying that?
Protector. Huh?
Can I record you saying that?
That I'm his biggest protector?
Yes.
I'm his biggest protector. I love him so much with all my heart, and I cannot enable shit. I'm his biggest protector. Everybody know. Everybody know. Ain't no jealousy nowhere. Always protect. It's always love. When you come back and watch this, you gonna know it's real. And I leave it at that. Leave it at that. Leave it at that.
I'm the king of R&B. My family's jealous of me. But it used to be hard when I had nowhere to go. I'm like, fuck. I gotta stay here. No, y'all gotta let me stay. And then they just keep like trying to fight me and shit.
We gotta reprogram you, bro, because you've been thinking you the bishop, bro. You wrong, bro. You the king. You got it all wrong, bro. You the king.
We trying to do a documentary, man, the reinvention of Kevin McCall, so.
Bruh, for real, man. Nah, you the sauce, bro. For real. I listen to that shit, bro. Ain't nothing gonna talk like the music, you feel me? And I got some high expectations. Like, I got the biggest names in the game sending me music, and I've heard everything, bro. Like,
Oh, shit.
your shit's like top of the line, bro.
Now we could put the family dysfunction and show that. So then when I cast out the demons in my family, other people could get healed through that. That's what I'm doing. I'm using my life to once I put it on the camera, then I can make analogies out of it in music. I can make art imitate life, and I like to make life imitate art. I like to do both. Like, I like to make a bar out of life. God been giving me energy to stay up. Like, I just need minimal sleep, minimal food. But I need a lot of peace, because I get in your ass, because I just don't got time. That's why I'm the king of R&B. It's not because I'm dope or this or that. It's like, I have a job. It's just like once you clock into a job and somebody clocking on the job, they don't have time to be just playing around. You don't even bring your whole family. You don't bring your family to work, you know? I just happen to have a job where when I wake up, I'm working. I ran into your manager too. I've been trying to get more work and less checking in on. I don't need that. I want to work. So when people don't work with me, it make me feel like it's a problem. Is that making sense? Then the nigga Tyrese gonna call me and say, I was homeless, right? They said I couldn't stay at my granny's house because I was getting into it and bringing to his riffraff. So I'm like, ooh, he finna let me move in. He's like, look, you homeless? I'm finna do something for you. Call anybody, a friend, anybody. I'm gonna get on the phone 3, I'm gonna say, this is Tyrese Gibson. And I stamped this message. I said, if you don't get the fuck off my phone with that weirdo shit.
Whoever you know, call them. And if they not fucking with you, they might end up fucking with you if I'm on the phone to at least stamp it and say, look, look, my nigga might be going through some shit, but you do know the nigga. And if you got a room or somewhere he can crash out, let the nigga crash out.
You know what it is? It's like big brother I never had. And I look up, I wish he'd work with me, but since he won't, everybody that wouldn't work with me, now just like, I'm taking the power and making it like they can't work with me. And they know they can't, like they can't write songs like what Bryson can. Bryson to give me a run for my money, but that's a K-Mac baby. So when I said you can't get a feature now, it meant something. Tyrese, you can't get a feature now, bro. Watch them both come back in. Watch me get a feature from Bryson Tiller and Tyrese. Promise.
So Young Thug seemingly offered to help you financially and then retracted his offer. How'd that make you feel? Did you reach out to him personally?
I just reached out to him immediately, but I know one thing with celebrities, they don't like people to be thirsty. They like to feel like you're their peer. So I was like, I'm gonna humble myself and reach out at least, because I am a Young Thug fan. I love his music. But I'm like, I'm not finna set myself up to look like I'm thirsty. So I already said, you know what, I'm gonna tell him, nah, we could work though. And that at least would give me my manhood and I could work for it and earn it. Because I never had a problem working for my money. But I already did earn my money like a long time ago. It's more about the principle.
Did you feel he was genuine?
I felt he was genuine. Specifically, like the hairspray, that genuine spray on his head, it looks real. But after you get the sweating and singing and it gets to dripping because it's not real. He reminds me of Genuine's Beijing spray.
You talked about drugs. Have you taken any drugs?
Drugs, how many of us take them? Drugs. We peel in some perk 30s. Drugs, yeah. Medicine is drugs. Love is a drug. Music is a drug. Sex is a drug. I done overdosed on that a couple times. I overdosed before I came over here on sex. Fame is a drug. And I believe that was the worst drug that I ever had, fame and fortune. And God is prophetic. He talks to me through analogies. God has bars.
He was like, me, I didn't smoke weed like my whole life. I just started smoking weed in 30, like when I broke up with Eva. He was like, now you smoke crack. But he like, I'm my bad, gang.
I ain't mean it like that, nigga.
Cause I had got on rock.
What other way is it to me?
I'm real open about my drug usage because I feel like people do a disservice when they don't speak about it. Number one being, people assume how you act on drugs. There's two things you can do. You could say you're on a drug and act away, and now people are assuming, but you're not even on the drug. So was you acting crazy? Was the drug because you acting crazy? Was there perception? Does it even matter? I don't care about perception. I cussed out this famous attorney yesterday because I like to cuss people out because once I know it's like a spirit of any kind of like manipulation, control, Jezebel spirit is demonic to me.
I'm gonna get the nigga off the shit.
What are you talking about?
Any of my friends that ever did. I didn't know what was going on.
Gonna get him off crack?
Hey, why he's just fun? Hey, if any of your friends ever on crack, I'll tell you how to get him off of it.
Now you get him off.
And I want to help you. You don't have to do this shit anymore. I know how it is. I'm like, but I'm not even that into it. Like, I just be
want to stay up sometimes. And I'm already up right now. I don't need it. So I think this nigga switched it with some shit that make you not want to do powder. Ain't fair, nigga.
Hey,
I'm on EBT, bro.
hey,
That's why.
Bro.
hey. Look, bro.
Calm down, bro.
You revealed that you were on food stamps on a podcast. How did that happen?
I've been on food stamps a lot of times. There's been times where, even before I sold my catalog, where just the money wasn't enough. This is what I really want to say, all jokes aside. I never did it for the food. I can go knock on people's house, and my talent is enough for me to survive. I'll find shelter, everything, but medical, I can't take care of my torn shoulder, my feet. You know, I got shot in this part of my body. I got a lot of stuff going on, so that's why I'm on EBT. I'm also just get frustrated, you know. Sometimes I get sad, you know, tired, and it's more so surrounded by my daughters. You know, I just be like, dang. A mother should be able to relate to that, or a father. Like, 1 week without your baby, you're like, wow, you go crazy. And then you want to make sure people ain't doing weird stuff, whatever stuff might happen to you, like it happened to me. So I'm like, I know what to look for, y'all don't. So little stuff like that drives you crazy, but I'm gonna be real with you. Now I'm like, it's a blessing in disguise. Now I get to focus on my music, but I'm using my music to attract my daughters to knowing who their daddy is. By the time I get them, I'm gonna have my own house, own crib, few of them, and they're gonna be able to have everything they need. If I get them right now, they still gonna have everything they need, but I'm gonna need a village to help me. I became an adult at 6. I did what I wanted. My parents don't really watch kids. They try, but they really don't. So I did grown-up stuff at 6, all the way up. So I've been grown. How's my relationship with Eva? I'm more so focused on my relationship with God. And I hope she has a great relationship with God, because I know He makes things as if it never happened. So I'm more so focused on my relationship with Him. I don't really think of a relationship with her like that. Because at the end of the day, if my relationship with Him is right, no other relationship really matters.
The ex-boyfriend of a Real Housewives of Atlanta star in trouble with the law again. 34-year-old Kevin McCall finds himself behind bars today after he had a scuffle with sheriff's deputies inside the Fulton County Courthouse.
That your ex, Kevin McCall, was arrested yesterday. What had happened, girl?
Okay, so this is what's so crazy about it, because he was arrested going into court for a case that he filed against me. So more recently, he drew suit against me for child support, which is amazing because he's never given a cent and I've raised our child.
I did 3 years in prison for a probation violation. I had 4 years and 1 year suspended sentence. When you combine them, that's 5 years. But the judge saw fit that I get time served and only do 3 months because of the circumstances. She said, but don't talk about your case online. I said, what she think this is? Is this some type of Illuminati stuff? Like, she was the judge on Michael Jackson's case. Well, she wasn't the judge, but she was a part of the council. She said she was mean to him too. She didn't like the King of Pop.
And I recently changed my daughter's name from his last name to our family name, which is Sterling, and he now wants to reverse that change.
There are people who are jealous of their daughters because the dad is in love with the daughter and not in love with them. So there's like, you can't have one without the other. You can't have one without the other.
Do you have a relationship with your daughters?
I haven't seen them in 10 years. That's why I just put everything online, so they know about me. I'm using a parents advocacy group. It's called My Child Says Daddy. It's over here in LA. You can look it up, My Child Says Daddy. And I gave them over $5,000 twice for both children, and they just haven't followed up. They just disappear, say they have deaths in the family. It's always an excuse. And so then I just get tired and I say, why try? Then I'll try again and then I'll just be depressed. It was times back then I couldn't even get out of bed. And they're talking about why you didn't work. Even if I wanted to work a regular job, I was clinically just depressed over my kids. So you could forget about a song. And all these people out there telling me to get a regular job, that's because you can't sing like me. If you could ever sing like me, you would never say that. The mug is not sitting like yours. The mug is sitting. But everybody who talks about Kevin McCall, I want you to look at the mug and see if it's sitting. I'm pretty sure it's standing, and it needs to go stand in the corner and find itself. I'm just depressed because I miss my kids. I don't even need no clinical. I never had mental health issues. The only thing I ever had was being very talented and people are attracted to you like moth to a flame, and you're like, get the fuck away from me, what are y'all doing? Like before I wasn't over here when I was just chilling. I believe I was a part of a smear campaign because I didn't want to sign with this certain PR group, Primary Wave, allegedly. And then my child's mom was signed to them as well. So then when I didn't sign to them, I don't know, they told her to flip, or I don't know if she was my MK Ultra handler. I don't even know if that's real. Project Paperclip, I don't even know what I'm saying right now. The ISIS Papers, Frances Cress Welsing, I'm hearing voices. I'm sorry. I'm gonna stop saying stuff. That stuff that, I don't know. But the stuff like that, what I just was saying, it made me go crazy a little bit, because it's like, what if I'm not the problem, just my skin is? And that's the cause of all of this. The allegations, the hate. And what if it's really that? I've been mad at God a little bit. I beef with him a little bit sometimes, but it's not a strong beef. It's just like a passive beef, because he's doing all this stuff for me, but I'm still like, yeah, but you didn't have to let me go through all that. You know, but you're like, but look what it made you do. I don't got resentment. It's just like, damn, you didn't have to make the burden like that. You know what I mean? Maybe he did. I should appreciate it because it made me stronger, but a lot of that stuff really hurt. It hurt bad. Stuff with my kids. Just certain stuff, I feel like people intersect stuff. So I like Bible study, that's my thing. Bible study, people just doing the Bible. You can go to church, but I don't like when they do all that fake stuff. They do all that. They do a disservice sometimes. And I've seen people fake it. I've seen people wig fall off. I know God didn't do that. God is not the author of confusion. And your wig is confused, honey. So, I go to the house of the Lord, but I'm looking for one right now. I think I want to start a Bible study. God has been telling me if I start a Bible study, it really won't be for the people, it's for me. And then they could see us growing together. And that's what I wanted to do with the project. Like, I'm not no gospel, I am a gospel guy, but I'm not perfect or holier than thou. I'll be in a strip club sometimes. So what I'm gonna do is, I might have a song where I'm singing a love song to my wife, who happens to be a stripper. I always find a way to make it work. But I'm also gonna put this gospel song in here about how I had to use EBT because I didn't have no money or no place to sleep. And I was really talking about from years ago, but I guess I was talking about now. Me and my child's mom, we didn't have the perfect relationship, but we had a decent relationship even after all of that media stuff. I moved in with her. I just posted the videos with me with my daughter and stuff. But when she started dating guys, they put the pressure on her. And I think she succumbed to the pressure because times was hard. Most of the time when I did see her, I did give money, you know. But I wanted her to have it, I wanted my baby to have it. Shoot, it's expensive, especially out here. So I didn't feel like I was paying to see my baby. Maybe some people will see it that way, I don't. But yeah, when she starts dating other guys, they like, so that's why I don't see my kids.
Are you staying with relatives still, your grandmother? Are you with a girlfriend?
I just day to day, just figure it out. Sometimes I just stay up, so I don't gotta think about that. The longest I did was 5 days. That's why my shoulder hurt. I got a knot in my back after I stayed up 5 days, and they went away in 2 months. That's why that medical, I need that. Don't cut off the EBT, y'all. Well, I'll get some real medical, because my song is about to blow up. I saw the numbers. Everybody get it together, or Kevin McCall is gonna get you together. Now get.
They say the heart don't lie. No surprise, I'm back outside. guess we barely on that time. If you on that, then I'm on that too. It's okay, girl. Karma, that's my bitch, she on the way, girl. Fuck it if you feel some type of way.